So that's big, isn't it? And that's exactly what those big stabbers want to be doing all day long, is fighting monsters, isn't it? Oh, we've got 8 boys have died in return. What, from the return thing from the Stonehorn? Nice. So the Stonehorn should really be targeting those big stickers. Like they're the threat to him, aren't they?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Like, although, if you kill a big stabber, they throw their spear at you to do D3.
Yeah,
more
but
wounds,
that's going to happen at some point. You're a melee army.
Yeah.
The only way they're dying is in melee, unless you're. I suppose his plan is to perhaps thunder tusk them off.
Yeah.
But I think in that spot, I would still attack those, because it's only D3 divided by 2 for the stone skeleton, right?
That's true. Yeah. Yeah. But
and you saw how little damage the boys did.
Got priority coming up. Maybe he wants to just make sure that this guy's alive, retreat him out, keep him somewhere as a threat for late game.
Can he retreat, fly over them, and then because he's within 12 inches have to charge? Is that right? So kind of like he's able to retreat and charge with that Stonehorn in the same manner like a Bloodthirster can.
Yeah.
That makes more
Not,
sense.
actually, yeah.
Is that right, chat? Because I believe Stonehorns always have to charge if they're within 12 inches, right?
Yes.
Regardless if they've run or retreated.
Yeah.
And he flies as well.
And he does D6 mortal wounds on the charge as well, so he could fly off over
the Winterfell.
Here, charge into...
BSD just subscribed, thank you.
Do D6 mortal wounds. So even
the Gore Grunters have taken a single wound at the bottom from all those attacks. So they're not clearing that. I don't think they're clearing that threat off. Oh, Steve is in this still if he wins a priority. Yeah. And then he can go... Is that a character here?
Yep, that's the big boss and the weird knob.
So if Steve wins priority, he's going to be able to run away and take out these bad boys. And that really diminishes the attack power, doesn't it? Of the
absolutely, yeah. If you
no
lose
exploding
boss,
sixes,
you lose the exploding
no
sixes.
command
if
points.
You use the Maniac Weird Knob, I think is an even worse blow. Is the Brutal Beast Spirit spell is just so key.
7 dead grots at the bottom in the first swing. They're going to go, aren't they? Because there's going to be more in combat now. Yeah. There's no command points to keep them around. Ian has got that point. So it's the same tactic that Steve's done, but he's got the bodies to capitalise on it.
Yeah, it's great. I love that. I just love that as a play.
Well, we didn't see it, did we?
Yeah, no. And then Ian's just matched him kind for kind. That's fantastic.
I'm going to talk to him about his other games as well, if that's exactly what he's done as well.
I think he did that so quickly without thinking about it that's what he's done every game, I reckon. That's what the list is designed around, is that one mechanic, throwing that in. Because people wouldn't expect that. I wouldn't have seen that coming.
Nah.
You'd think that he'd set that Bragoths up for a big sort of like three or 4 units.
The Morfang being in part of the battalion are giving the piggies +1 to hit. So they're cheering each other on. Using that battalion rule, that's fantastic.
Well, I don't know whether they're cheering each other on. I think it would be more that they're trying to show off. They're
okay.
I'm
the biggest.
These. Yeah, I'm the biggest guy on a pig here.
Who is the biggest? Those piggies are pretty big, considering the Morfang are ogres, aren't they?
I'd say the pigs are bigger than the
Morfang.
Things that the Morfang ride, but then the ogres are bigger than. So together, it's an equal fight.
It's an equal fight. I don't know if they'd agree with that down the pub. There'll be a few arm wrestles over that, I imagine. I'm actually really looking forward to this priority roll.
Yes, yeah. I think I'd be rooting for Steve to get it, I think, because then I want to see what he would do with that Stonehorn.
Ian's worked his way back into my heart with doing exactly what he's done.
Yes.
And he made me look good because we predicted it, right?
Yeah, and as we say, like Ian's played, I think, over 200 games.
A piggy has
with
died. A glorious death.
He
is
knows
that
what he's doing. He knows his outs. He knows that he knows exactly what his armies can do, capable of. When you played that many games with the list, you have it's more of an instinct or a feeling, like you know what things can take out. So he's going to be very aware of his own units, where they can be, what their options are.
He's got to be up there with one of the most experienced players of any single list. Globally, I'd imagine.
I can't imagine there's too many people who have played as many games with a single battle tome as he has with...
So Rob would like it to be known that Ian is using an army so old, it was part of the Destruction Compendium. The grot unit I was, yeah.
Yeah, the nobblers.
It's the oldest war scroll in the game. Oh, good grief. When he started using that, Ian had a very small beard, and you can see that. You can see it now. It's almost down to his nether regions.
To his belly button.
He could tie them into his nether regions hair and strum it like a harp. That's how long Ian's beard is. So the boys are now trying to bring down this stone horn that's been duffed up by the stickers, and they've got reroll wounds off. He only took. Yeah, so they've got an ability, an allegiance ability, and what he rolled was reroll wounds. That's what we mentioned
that
before,
would be the
wasn't
3
it?
or 4 that I couldn't remember.
He'd probably been looking for the mortal wounds, I'd imagine.
I think so, yeah, on this guy, yeah.
But this guy's weakened now. This guy is weakened, isn't he?
Yep.
There's no rend though.
There's no rend on those.
He only took 1 wound in the shooting phase.
But then I think this is why he would be so keen to keep this guy alive. Is because of the retreat and the charge. He does the D6.
Yeah, this
mortal wounds,
Stonehorn
so
just needs to survive, doesn't he?
What he wants to do is just be popping over. He wants to come over here, and then the next turn come over here and take out this guy.
2 more wounds on the Stonehorn, Ben.
Yep.
8 in total.
So it's 8. I think
5
that's it. I think he
left.
should
Can
survive
chat
now,
confirm?
Yeah.
Oh, do you know what? I've got my phone. I'll check my own handy app. So
So this is that ability that we mentioned about the Maniac Boys, who have the ability to pile in again for a second time at the end of the combat phase. So they're
those
doing
grots
that.
are gone.
Those grots, if they don't die now, then they'll battle shock off.
Yeah, there's a reason they're the oldest war scroll in the game.
Yeah. They came, they stood on an objective, they scored a point, and now they're gone.
There's not much Steve could have done about that with that 6/6 cast.
No, I don't think so. No.
That's the thing about Age of Sigmar, right? You can always get back into it.
Yeah.
You can always dice his way back into a game. Never give up.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. Yeah, and certainly not in the first turn.